Taco here, back fresh from my cruise and on summer vacation still. I got about a week's left till we go back to actual work, so I figured I'd try to get a flight in today, and it's finally looking a little bit decent. Plus, the good people at Iris Paramotor have showed me a little bit about how to better forecast the weather, how to use the apps a little bit better. So actually this morning was... as of yesterday, this morning was looking pretty bad, but then I wake up at 9 o'clock and this morning would have been great. Oh well. So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a change up. Since I bought my Iris Infinity, I've had their quickie as the quick release propeller hub thing. Nothing wrong with it, but it was giving me a little bit of a problem, and about the third thread in, I think I stripped it a little bit, and I had the chance to try something a little different, so I'm going to try the PAP version of this. Pros and cons to both, I'll go over that later, but I'm going to be switching this out, just giving something new a try, and I do that every so often with different things. For example, when I go hiking, hell, I went through, in my first couple of years of hiking, I went through like 3 tents. I went through several stoves. This is really hard to do one-handed, y'all. I went through several stoves. Nothing innately wrong with what I have. But sometimes, you know, it's fun to try different things, especially when you think you might have stripped the thread. So let's get this off here and switch it out and see what it feels like. Okay, so there it is. Took me all of about 5-10 minutes to swap it out. One of the big differences is when you put this on, you have to use a torque wrench to make sure you get the right squish. So I'll have to have this out with me, and then again to take it off. So that's the biggest difference. The other difference is if you're like me and you put your paramotor in the back of your car, the pins are separate, so you don't have to worry about the pins being bent when you lay it down, and it'll lay down, you know, an extra inch. So if you're struggling for room like I do, my paramotor hits right here. So that's pros and cons. You gotta have a torque wrench, but the pins come out with this. So anyway, let's go fly. Trims only out about a 1/2 inch. Wind's right down the runway. Let's get in this son of a bitch. So you might be wondering why I'm wearing a sweater and putting on a face mask. Not a COVID face mask. Those days are over. See how high I can go today. So we're gonna see how cold it gets. Now, I don't plan to go this high, but on the app it says 10,000, I think it's 12,000 feet, it's 37 degrees. That would be cold, but you got to remember wind chill. Okay, so everything looks good. Those are connected. Okay, trims in the same amount. Okay, gate is locked. Uh-oh. Okay, brakes. Clear to play. A's. Got a good wind. Okay, we're gonna fly. Here we go. And good. Okay. not sound right. Not sound right. Yeah, that's a belt issue. Hey, remember, you gotta run. Look at the horizon. You're gonna be really long. Lean forward. I'm not 100 feet above green. That is a, yep, I'm burning something. Okay, let's see what that is. Okay. Dude, my freaking large pulley pulled down onto the drive pulley. Ooh, it's hot. Ground is shit. And I double checked before I took off. I think I know the problem. This pulley should have been over on the other side of the eccentric nut. It was pulling against the nut. Shit. Okay. I think I'm down for the count. Okay, this sucks royal balls. Can I say balls on YouTube? Great takeoff, perfect wind, a little bit bumpy. But then my belt drive pulley decides to come loose. The big pulley drops down on top of the smaller pulley, and they're turning opposite directions, so the big pulley just grinds the small pulley to bits. I lose power about 400 feet. Not really lose power, but the engine won't make any power because the pulleys ain't working right. And I find myself having to make an emergency landing. Thankfully, I was over the airfield. I was going to stay over the airfield for a while before I started going high. But yeah. So now I have to learn how to replace the drive pulley, how to replace the prop pulley. Okay. And pay for both of them. So yeah. That sucks balls.